again a thrilling Tournament of Champions. As you see, Marty Perrano defeated Dave Davis in the first game 268 to 195. Don Johnson upset Perrano 214 to 193. And in the last game just completed, Don Johnson, the defending champion, defeated Dick Batista 183 to 174. Now for $37,000. First stroke in the championship game. Don Johnson averting a split, leaving the 5-pin. Johnson, who won here last year, one of the memorable sports events for us, and we've seen a lot in every sport, when he, on the final ball, knocked everything down but the 10-pin for a 299 victory. He won the championship. His opponent here in this game is Johnny Petraglia, shooting a spare. He has it.
He's getting to be Thrill-A-Min Johnson right now.
And now, in the orange, we have John Petraglia. We could call this the John Petraglia hour and a half the past 3 weeks. In fact, 8 times in 13 shows he has been on the telecast. 24 years old. And opens with a strike. John Petraglia, who served with a Green Beret in Vietnam for 2 years.
And Chris received another beautiful letter from his mother and father, and we have a standing invitation for an Italian dinner whenever we can do it.
Little lasagna, huh?
Whatever.
Clams oregano.
Mama Petraglia is cooking.
And son John is cooking.
A double for Petraglia, who effortlessly knocks him down.
Dave, right there behind Mike Durbin is Dave Stapleton, who is chairman of the board of S&W Industries, and his wife, Mary.
Coming up high, and it's a 7-10 for the defending champion.
It's a real sharp break. You can see that it's going to be way to the left of the 1-3 pocket. And bowling's toughest split. You could tell from the look on Marianne's face that things aren't too happy right now.
So it's an open frame for Don Johnson, giving him 27 through the second. He'll be moving over to shoot in the third frame. His opponent, John Petraglia, opened with a double, taking now a 23-pin lead. Good strike by Johnson in the third frame. Now Petraglia. The leading money winner, $41,153.
Almost went, Chris.
Yes.
Very close. It's coming from that wide angle, and here we're going to see a strike that was much closer than it appeared. The base of that pin, with all the weight of the belly, almost tipped it over.
Petraglia, opening with a double, marking with a spare in the third.
Chris, if he wins today, $25,000. There you see his average for the week, $214. If he wins today, he'll be within $1,000 of the all-time money-winning record for one season on the tour, and he'll still have 8 months to go. Fantastic year for Johnny Petraglia.
A strike in the fourth. John Petraglia, leading by 20-10s. We'll be back with more of the final match between Don Johnson and John Petraglia in the $100,000 Firestone Tournament of Champions, live and in color from Akron, Ohio. Don Johnson, the numbers 1 and 4 on the money list. In this championship game worth $25,000 to the winner, the loser gets $12,500. At the moment, Don Johnson trails Petraglia by 22 pins. Johnson, however, has a strike up in the third, shooting now in the fourth.
He's staying with that outside angle, Chris. Got to have the long stroke. Gave it the long stroke, but there wasn't enough left to come back off that edge.
Let's see it from the start.
See, he's been short, 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 and high, high, high 3 straight times. Now here he gives it the long stroke, which gonna make the ball slide. You see this reach? Now the sliding too much. There you see it. No traction. No action. Bad faction.
Going for the 2-8.
Tough spare there, Chris. Great match, Chris. The hottest bowler on the tour in recent years and the defending champion. That could be a fitting wind-up. There you see a gentleman, Ed Freeman, and his son, Ken. They're great hosts here. Done a wonderful job with the Riviera Lanes.
We have to salute the fans, the spectators, too, Billy. Turn-away crowd. Each of the sessions here.
I hope we get an arena here in Akron someday. Oh!
Now, Don Johnson will try the 5-7 as a result of this shot.
Now watch the ball deflect. There you see, going by, missing the 5. And with it deflecting, he's not getting the usual pin action. Sometimes goes into a thin strike. Now he's going to move to that extreme left, play a sliding shot from left to right, and try to slide the 5 into the 7.
The big try, cut an open frame. On the left, that is Scotty Brubaker, Vice President of Advertising and Public Relations for Firestone. And on the right of the screen, Eddie Elias, the Executive Director of the PBA. Great friend. Petraglia with a double. That strike coming in the 5th frame, increasing his lead to 45 pins.
Powerful ball, too, Chris. He just lost that 5 pin. And earlier we talked to Johnny Petraglia, and this is what he had to say.
Well, I'm a little more nervous this week than all the other weeks. This tournament is a little bit different. This is the Tournament of Champions, the one that everybody would like to win. I like the house. I have a pretty good line on the pair. But I really don't know how I'm going to bowl. We'll just have to see what happens.
And the happening there, he stuck at the foul line, which caused him to pull the shot across his body. Very pleased he avoided the split. Now here's where he goes off balance at the line, right here. And you see, there he loses his footing, sticks now when he tries to catch himself, and does avoid perhaps a foul there, Chris.
Coming up way too high.
There's the alternate shot, Chris. A very slight margin of adjustment. The ball goes way left. Give it a little room to the right. Then in the previous frame you saw he didn't get any traction at all. And that's been the difficult thing for the right-handed bowler here this week.
Don Johnson getting into the finals with 2 wins, one over Marty Pereno, 214 to 193, then defeating Dick Batista, 183 to 174. And now this is it, the final game.
And a real tough spare, too. Covers it like a champ. That he is. It's especially tough because of that back pin, the 9. There you see enough hook on the ball to go through and knock it out.